are common things that I will use when I'm making a wreath. So I don't use everything, but if you've got these in your supplies, you guys are doing awesome, especially if you're just beginning. So I use my mesh roller. I use my Fiskars shears. These are 7 years old and I've never had them sharpened. I have a jewelry hole punch so that if I want to add holes to metal signs, I can do that. I use zip ties. I use zip ties for a lot of things, but mostly for bows. My DAP Rapid Fuse glue and my cable tie mounts. I'll use this combination if I'm attaching these to the back of my signs because I don't always like to put holes in my signs. Pipe cleaners, of course, and then my favorite floral wire is this paddle floral wire at 22 gauge. So those are like the common things that I use or need when I'm making the wreath kit of the month. One more thing that's off camera, and that is my hot glue. And that's in a pot over here on the side, heating up. Are you ready? If you have not seen the wreath kit of the month and you want to be surprised. So here's the box. My tissue paper's a little rattled up. I don't know what yours looks like when you got it, but I've been in and out of this box a few times. You'll understand in a few minutes. And so here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Voila! Look. All right, so in this kit, you get 4 rolls of ribbon, 2 2.5 inch ribbon, and 1 1.5 inch, and 1 7/8 inch. So all 4 rolls of ribbon come in this month's wreath kit of the month. Check it out. Also in this wreath kit of the month, you got all of this. You get this fun red, white, and blue pokey, spirally, festive pick. You get 2 rolls of the border stripe mesh in red, white, and blue. But look at this month's exclusive sign. So this kit comes with the exclusive sign with American, the bald eagle, and with that beautiful flag behind it. And the only place you can get this sign is right here in the wreath kit of the month. So this sign is not available anywhere else. So one of the nice perks about being a member is you get something that you know your neighbors are not going to have. So, of course, you get their frame, and let's pull it on out here. Friends, even if you're watching the replay, I'm super excited about this wreath kit of the month. So I'm going to go through and we're going to make this kit together. So to begin with, I'm going to add my cable tie mounts to the back of our 10-inch metal sign. So we make these signs right here at Festive Creations. So it's on that UV coated aluminum that resists fading, peeling, cracking. It's very weather resistant. So we're going to start by adding some cable tie mounts to the back. And I'm just going to put a little spot to glue. Spot to glue. Excited to work. Oh, girl, you are going to love it. Hardworking mom, Lori Jacobs, I sent her one of my wreath kit of the month as well. She did hers already, and hers turned out amazing. I love her bow. She did a beautiful bow with this one. All right, so DAP Rapid Fuse glue. I'm just going to add some cable tie mounts. If you're not sure what those are, you can find them at your local hardware stores, Menards, Home Depot. They're actually electrical cable tie mounts. That's what they're called, is electrical cable tie mounts. But that's what they look like. And then what we will do is we'll add our pipe cleaner into that little hole. This time of year. All right, there we go. There we go. Now, if you did not get the wreath kit of the month, please note that at Festive Creations by Stephanie, we create about 12 new wreath kits each month, seasonal. So right now you can go to the website and you can find several wreath kits available. So this is a great example of a design that you could do if you are working with the same tools, like 2 rolls of mesh, a round sign, and maybe 4 rolls of ribbon. So it just kind of, it's like a recipe. Think about it like a recipe card. All right, so I'm gonna get this prepared now, and we're gonna start cutting the mesh. This 10-inch by 10-yard mesh. On this wreath frame, we have 18 twist ties. So we need to measure to fill up 18 twist ties. And because both of the mesh are exactly the same, we're going to do 32-inch cuts. 32 inches. Get on that. So I like to stack both rolls of mesh on top of each other. And we're just gonna come all the way down here. I'm gonna move my ribbon that you can't see, but it is in the way. And we're gonna cut at 32 inches. So I'm going to use my Fiskars mesh cutter and 32 inches. We're going to need 18 of these. And because my table is not super, super huge, I'm going to throw that on the floor. You should have some mesh left over. I'm going to stop because I haven't counted yet, but you should have a little bit of mesh left over on your rolls. If you do, just set that aside. Those are great for other projects. But let's bring our frame back out here. Actually, let me set it a little more over here. And let's grab some of those 32-inch strips we just cut. And I'm going to place it curl side down. So it's trying to curl under. And I'm going to, actually, no, I lied. I'm going to do a curl side up, and I'm going to kind of curl it in, roll it in a few times on the edge. If you have a clothespin or some kind of clip that edge, turn it around and roll the other end. What this does is it allows that cut edge, that raw edge, to be tucked away in the center, and it reduces your fraying. Then just walk right up the center of that strip of mesh, and boom, you've made a ruffle. I like to put my ruffles this way. You can put them this way. It just is your own personal preference. I like them where the curl is on the upside, not facing down. Now I'm going to just place that on the outer rim. I always start on the outer rim of my frame when I'm doing the ruffle method, this woodland ruffle. There we go. Still, girl, I found. Look at this. Look at how awesome this is. This is a 15-inch wreath frame. We added 32-inch strips, and look at how full that is. Truly, truly full. And definitely some patriotism going on there, right? So so what I did to help save some time is I went ahead and I cut some ribbon strips, some ribbon tails, and I cut this 2.5 inch. It's actually, I think it's called a cranberry, but it's that dark red, and I cut 18 of these. In 12-inch strips, 12-inch. Then I cut 10 of these in 12-inch strips. So I have 18 of the dark red and I have 12 of these. I'm going to show you why right now. You use the 18-inch, gotcha, yep. Absolutely. Everybody, I think, has their preference, and there's nothing wrong with either. There's no right or wrong. It is truly what we enjoy working with, or more so what our customers like, right? All right. So for this, I'm going to stack both of them right on top of each other, fold it in half and find that middle point and just pinch it and pleat it right there in the middle. And I'm going to add those to the outer rim, the lower section of our wreath kit, or our wreath frame. So there is the first set of ribbon tails. I'm going to repeat this all the way around the bottom, and there's 10 twist ties on the bottom. So what that means is that the bottom is going to get both of these ribbon. We're going to do something a little bit different on the top row. Loved it. All right, so guys, look at so I'm holding off on doing another ribbon on top because what I want to do is that solid color so that this doesn't have a lot of distraction behind it. So I am only doing one ribbon tail on top in that dark red. So let's do that first, and let's see what this looks like before we add anything else to it, okay? But we've got the 2 ribbon tails on the bottom. We've got so much fun going on here. Absolutely love this. Betty, these are 2.5-inch ribbons, and they're cut at 12 inches. 12-inch ribbon tails. Look at that. Look at how fun and unique. I like different. So we're going to be using these also to add some additional texture and fun to our design. So I'm going to, it's paper wrapped. So I'm just going to kind of cut those at some longer lengths. And if I need them shorter, I can go shorter. There we go. All right, look at how fun those are. Definitely going to add some texture, right? All right, so again, I wanted to keep the background not too crazy. I liked having that solid red so the sign kind of pops off of that. So let's leave our sign right there for a minute and let's make a bow. A bow. Let's set him aside and get our easy bow maker out. I did get some more of these back in stock, so if you were one of those asking about the easy bow maker, those are back in stock. Just yeah, I think we put them under new arrivals because they're back in stock. Okay, let's start out with, I want to do, yeah, I'm going to do this ribbon on the bottom. And let's make some tails. So let's do about a 15-inch ribbon tail. I don't need this here. And we're going to do 3 loops on each side. 1, 2, 2, 3. So 3 loops on each side. Then we'll bring this out. Hang on a second, let me get him out of my way. Bring this out and make it as long as our first ribbon tail. Anybody see my scissors? There they are. All right. Now, with my wreath kits, you get the full roll of ribbon. I really, really stress that it's a great way to do an upsell. If you make an extra bow out of your ribbon, and I don't mean just a bow, you can sometimes make an extra 2, even 3 bows, depending on what size bows you make, then you can do an upsell and say, hey, buy the wreath at this price and get the matching bow for this price, right? So don't be afraid to utilize that ribbon for an upsell. All right, so again, I'm going to cut about a 15-inch ribbon tail, and we're going to put that in there. We're going to do 2 of these on each side, and they're going to be about the same length as the one before, about 6 inches. 1, 2, 1, 2. There we go. Now, before we go forward, guess what? It's okay to add into your design right here. So if I add this right in here, it now becomes a part of my bow. Look at that. So I'm going to add him in there. Let me find my next ribbon. Oh, it's still over here. There we go. Let me scoot this guy over. Now we're going to add that 1.5-inch Argyle Stars and Stripes. And for this one, I'm going to make the ribbon tail just a little bit shorter, about 13 inches. And I'm going to put that right on top of that embellishment. We're going to do 3 again on each side. But this time I'm going to come in just a smidge. I want to be able to see that red behind it. So I'm going to do 3 loops on each side at about 4 inches. And then to top this all off, watch this. We're going to take that 7/8 inch and we're actually going to give it some extra ribbon tails. So I'm going to cut this, some extra tails, press that down right there. Then I'm going to bring it in again, a little bit shorter tail, and we're going to do 3 loops. 1, 2, and 1 more loop. That's it. 3, odd number of loops. Bring it down, cut your ribbon tail, and voila! Look at the beginning of our bow. This one, definitely, when I add things to the bow, especially like this, that's when I really like to use that zip tie. You're never late in my house, Pat. How much are the monthly kits at Cheryl? They're $52 for the kit. All right, so I'm going to slide that zip tie. Let me try and go this way. I'm going to slide that zip tie right underneath here, underneath all of my ribbon. And of course, this little embellishment is in there too. And I'm going to start tightening it up before I lift it off. And I like to use that 22 gauge floral wire. So I'm going to cut a piece of that off. And let me make sure this guy's right where I want him to be. Perfect. Now I can kind of pull that right off of there. And as I kind of tighten that up, I'm going to turn that over and I'm going to slide that piece of wire right into here before I tighten it completely down. Because this is what we're going to use to attach it. Where's the other end? There it is. To our wreath. Bring that twist tie or that zip tie around to the back. And tighten away. We'll cut that off. The excess zip tie. And now we can start shaping our bow. Sometimes I like to wait until the bow is actually on the wreath itself, and either one works fine, whatever works best for you. But let's go ahead and attach this so we can see where we want to lay our ribbon at. I'm going to add some glue over here on the bottom of one of our fun little twigs. And we're going to go right underneath here and add our little celebratory embellishment right into our wreath. And I'm using a twist tie to help hold it on. How stinking fun is this? And we're going to do another one. I wonder, let me look at it this way. If I want to do one there, I like it right here. I think that's where it's going to go. Yeah, Quicken and QuickBooks are the same, right? I believe. Ugh. I know I've used Quicken before in the past, but I've had small businesses my whole entire life. But it's never been this complex because I've never had different sources. You know, so I have money coming from my Stripe account, my PayPal account, my Square account. I have money coming in from different areas. And so I think that's what throws me off. Oh, my holy grail. Hang on, hang on. Where'd you go? Come back. There's the other side to that tail. Oh, heck no. Heck yes, I should say. Heck yes. Let's see what this looks like. Let's bring it on up. Bring it on up. This guy goes up there. Can you guys see it? Can you guys? Oh, heck yes. What do you guys think? I love this wreath kit of the month. Absolutely love it. You guys that have gotten your wreath kit of the month, can't wait to see what you've done with it. And don't forget to tag me in it, or actually tag it hashtag wreath kit of the month. And that way I can go find it. Have a great day. Have your great rest of your Tuesday. And I'll see you next time. Bye.